Hey everyone, Hanz here. Hope all of you are doing well. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about feeling disheartened and how some of you who have reached out to me say that you feel sad, you feel disheartened. And there is something that many of you, actually I think even all of you, that might be a bit much, but I would dare say so actually, do not know why you feel disheartened. You see, a lot of people have reached out to me in their, over the years, emails, just saying hello, voice chats, the whole thing, and come back to me after they plucked out what was relevant in my videos for them. They changed their minds and their lives in accordance with what they plucked out. Been doing a lot better, materially, physically, psychologically, emotionally. They they did the hard work, they went through all the pain and the grief, and now the world is a brighter and better place. Even though actually nothing really changed. No, really. I mean, the same evildoers are still doing their evil stuff. The same good people are still kinda, they're doing their best to undo that, and being successful in many ways. uh, but you've climbed out of the mire, most of you. You are seeing everything in a brighter and a happier light. Yet, now, for the first time perhaps, you truly see how bleak the world is around. You are blinded by your own bleakness, and you saw the bleakness around, but it was part of your own, if you will. Maybe even the source of your own, in many cases. But somehow you did not quite process it right. But now you can, because you see the contrast between your happiness and the bleakness of the rest of the world, the depression, the stretched out rage, the depression is the the misery, all of it, blah, you know. How shall I continue on this? The confrontation then with the bleakness of the world around you, in contrast to your own, in the own light that you are now becoming, or even have started already at being, but you can still do better, right? That bleakness will try to snuff out your light again. You see other people who are trapped in it and you want to help them, but you understand the vast task it is. It's going to take every inch of all of your energy. You won't be able to do it basically, and the wallowing and slumping down, the disheartening feeling kicks in. And it's good that you've reached that point, I think, that you are able now to see that and to face it as it is. Those of you who reached out to me. But you have, you are on your personal journey. Following your personal journey has led you up to feeling happier, being brighter, being a little stronger, a bit more cunning, a bit more ingenious in any way that it is for you personally, that you improved. A bit more skillful. You freed up in many ways. Your breath is deeper. Your body has loosened up in many ways. You're more flexible in many ways. All of that, all of the good stuff. Your mind isn't clouded by dark thoughts so much, if at all anymore. And that is true victory over evil, by the way. So, congratulations. You do not need anyone else to hold your hand anymore. And there is a lesson in all of that itself. This is everyone's personal journey. You can only save those who want to save themselves. It's not like in the cartoons. Well, it can be. But the You know, when Batman or Superman or whatever pulls you out of a burning car or when they pull someone out of a burning car in a cartoon, these people are thankful, right? But you know what? Even those what these superheroes, as they call it, I really don't like that at all. What really is the thing that even those guys, with all their magical powers and their great wealth and you name it, their invincibility, can't even achieve. They cannot save someone who doesn't want to be saved from their emotional, psychological pains, spiritual pains. Only the individual, him or herself, can do that, and that is by choice. Does not matter how deep they are in the pit. They can make the choice to say, I'm going to start climbing out. Find the light, or find a light, not the light necessarily. Find their own light. Let's go with that. Because see, some of you then say, yeah, but Hans, what have you been doing then? You've reached out, and, well, I'm doing better now. Yeah, but I've already said it to some of you. The thing is, you came to me voluntarily. You listened voluntarily. You plucked out what was good for you. You did not obey any commands. You did not need any drill sergeant behind you to tell you what to do. You needed no coercion. You needed no bullying, any like that. Right? You listened voluntarily and you acted voluntarily, and you have achieved a lot of good on your own. What I did is just show, I guess, give people the tools to work on themselves, in a sense. Make sense? I did not kick anyone's door in and told them that today is the day that they're going to improve their own selves. No. I lit a candle, people came, and some people left again too, by the way. People came, and then eventually they lit their own candles. And we've all now got a nice little fire going. Isn't that great? So, the disheartening feeling towards like this overwhelming majority of the world who are trapped in their own minds, if you will, in their own hearts, whatever you want to call it, they are not your responsibility in that sense. You can feel responsible towards the people, but bear in mind that people needs to feel that responsibility in return, and that is all on an individual level, right? So that the sense of responsibility that you feel, apply it to what you're good at. Apply it to your talents and what makes you happy. You do not even need to do what Hanz does. If you want to, sure, make your own videos. But what I'm even more so suggesting is, let's say you have the talent of being a farmer, right? Well, how can you do right by your people? You produce the freshest, healthiest produce known to man in the 21st century, so people can eat something healthy, something that stimulates their bodies, gives them the energy to do right by themselves. And that is how you help the world. What is beyond your power, don't worry about it. Great powers, as saving a race, if you will, as some put it, that's not on one individual, that's on all those individuals. So in a certain sense, if a race wants to save itself, it has to want to save itself. And I would say you do not need everyone in that race for that. You need the ones who are willing to do so. And With any talent you have, you know, you can do your part. Some will do it because, due to being excellent martial artists. Others will be farmers. Hanz does it with writing and with making videos. But is your way going to be? Maybe also a farmer. You can maybe also making videos, maybe also writing a book, maybe also being an electrician. It does not really matter so much that there are others who do the same as you. It's like, but that's all in the middle. You are still yourself at the end of the day. You have your own methods. You're an electrician in your way, or a farmer in your way, a businessman, an entrepreneur in your own way, right? Focus on that and do it that way. And, well, know who to deal with and who don't, I guess. And that is how I think you overcome any disheartening feeling. Basically, the disheartening feeling that most of you feel, it comes from external source. It's not from within anymore. That is definitely a step forward, guys. But don't feel pressured into doing anything because you feel responsible. Do it with what you want to do. Do it with what makes you happy. And even if you only touch one other person with your personal talents, that's all fine. Or if you just do it for yourself, it's all fine. It really is. Let destiny, fate, whatever you want to call it, the multiverse, cosmos, it has a moral aspect to it. And I personally, that's as I would call it, I put my trust in the gods in that way. But the gods do help out constantly, I would even say, but most people just do not see it. They do not understand it when they see it. It's not for me to go tell them that. There are religions where they will definitely behave that way, and I find that despicable. But let people save themselves. You have earned your place in the light by your actions, by your choice to save yourself. And that is something that everyone has to earn. That's the true medal right there, I think. Forget all this material stuff after a football match or what have you. And, loving yourself comes always first. You can only love others once you love yourself, not the other way around. That's also why white anti-whites are dead wrong in their every action. And why those who want to do right by themselves, well, are simply right. The whites who want to save themselves. Also, I guess, the insistence that you must hate someone else first before you can love yourself, no, wrong. You're wrong. If someone is an anti-white and they have done horrible crimes against our people, there will come a day that they will be held accountable, whether it's in our lifetime or not. That stays in the middle. But to become some sort of monster, I made a video on this before. The monster that the anti-white wants you to be, for example, is something that you need to shove aside from yourself, right? And it may be disheartening to see some guys or girls who just cling to that incessantly. Know that these people do not even love themselves, and stay away from them. Stay away from them. That is really my proposal to you. Work together with people, I would say, maybe as a final point, if you're going to work together with others, if you take people along, if their personal journey and your personal journey go hand in hand, let it be someone that loves themselves so that they can love you. Don't let it be someone who says, supposedly says all the right things out of a bitterness towards some other race or some other group. Let it be because that person does not love you, because they do not love their self. They'll just say whatever they want you to hear, which is what evil people do. That's also one of the reasons why politics is such a mess, in my opinion. Or is it an opinion? You do with it what you want. I think I've said all I wanted to on this. Just, yeah, feeling disheartened? Maybe you simply do not need to. Just do right by yourself, do right by the world. With your own talents, your own ways, with the people that you want to work with, the people who can love you, and that you can be happy with. Mutual love. Let's go with that. Work with the people that you mutually love, mutually are happy with, and genuinely want to do the right things in the world. All else, let it fall into place, guys. All else will be what is out of your power is out of your power. Don't let that dishearten you. What is within your power, that's where you can make the changes that you think are due. And with that said, I'm going to go continue my walk a bit more. Whenever the world, the bleak aspects in the world want to inject you with their venom and all of that, understand this, because they can try to throw all the propaganda they want at you. They can try to coerce you, this and that and such and so. But if you love yourself, you will have self-respect. And that self-respect will tell you to no. No, I'm not having any of you. Don't want your poison. Don't want your coercion, all of these tricks. Doesn't interest me. Know what I'm about. I know what I'm about. I know what you're about. I don't want any of what you have to say. That is how you respond to evil. Very simple. All else is perhaps, part of self-love, I think, is also fighting off, not being so naive, That then trained naivety needs to be replaced with a healthy caution. Not superstitious caution, not paranoia, just healthy caution. It's like, is this one of these is this something anti-white? I need to go through it a bit. Are these individuals here healthy? Do they love themselves? If you can ask these questions, you can do that on any aspect in life. You can do that with family, you can do that with your colleagues, you can do it with your boss, whatever. And then you probably will be able also to tell what you can expect from them at certain points in time. All in all, with that said, you all have a good one. I'm gonna continue my walk, gonna enjoy the sun a bit more, the fresh air, and talk to you soon.